no act of love is ever wasted. If it is not reciprocated, it comes back and softens and purifies the heart. So, this is a philosophy which I read some time back, and it kind of connected to me on a very deep level. And I wanted to draw two connections about this theory. One is, the theory of quid pro quo. So basically, in contract law, they say that to have a valid and binding contract, you need to have something in return, that is quid pro quo. And unless there is something in return, the contract is a void contract. There are certain exceptions to it in the law, but this is a general rule. Uh, in life, in relationships, in friendships, this rule often does not apply, like at least in terms of tangible benefits. Like if you see if you kind of tend to see quantifiable tangible benefits of a relationship, they may not be evident, at least not in the short run. So if you try to seek something in return, then you are in a trouble because you may not see the results right away, but say, friendships of say 5 years, 10 years, say those friends that you still have today, they may be some of the best kind of relationships you hold in life. So in life, it is not necessary that everything you do is reciprocated immediately. Things will come back in the circle, but it's all dependent on the timing. So the theory of quid pro quo, don't hold it so tight expecting something in return every single time. So relationships are not a barter transaction, to put it very frankly. It's the people you decide to have in your life. The kind of people you surround yourself with makes a huge impact on your life. And the second theory is the theory of letting go. So a lot of times in life, what happens is you meet people for a reason and for a season. Say, you have like few friendships for a few years or a few months, or say even few weeks or hours, and then people get caught up or busy in their own lives, and you kind of try to keep in touch, and you do everything you can possibly to keep the connection, to keep the friendship, and to keep interacting with people. But there are times when people don't have this mental space in life, right? And this is something which I was told very recently, and I found it like kind of weird, but I took some time to absorb it, and it makes sense that sometimes in life you don't have space for new friendships, or space for new relationships, or space for say long distance connections and stuff like that. So there's not much you can do. Say you had a school friend you loved interacting with, and you were best friends in school, but today that friendship may not be at the same connection level that you may want, because both of y'all have your own lives and you get busy in life. And I believe also in this theory that once something comes in, it will go out eventually, and it will be replaced also by something or someone. So I'm not trying to say that people are replaceable, or people there are people who carve a very special place in your heart, but at times it is very hard. But you have to let them go. Everyone has their own journey, and we need to let people follow their journey, and in case our paths are meant to intersect again, they will. But if not, then we just have to let people go. I've tried a lot in many friendships to kind of have the same connection or the same kind of bond as before, but once people get busy in their life, it's very difficult. And I think we just need to have an open heart and know that every person we meet in this journey of life is meant to be for a reason. maybe for a season, and sometimes for a lifetime. Like, you never know who's meant for what duration. And say you thought someone is meant just for a season, but again your paths cross and then you are in touch for life. So one, don't expect things, or don't expect to see immediate results in relationships. It's not how it works. And two, learn to let go, because once you open your heart and let it go, the universe brings in much bigger things for you. So be brave enough to let go, and know that even if the love you gave is not reciprocated immediately, it's gonna soften and purify your heart, and it's gonna eventually make you a better person. And every person you meet in life shapes you to be the person you are today. So be grateful for every person you meet in life. And thank you so much for all the love on on my videos and your views. I have been enjoying my YouTube journey so far, and thank you so much for your love and support.